Good morning. Get ready to rise and shine with this 30-minute morning yoga practice. This class can also be done at any time in the day and is open to every level. Please begin at the back of your mats. Let's begin on a deep inhalation through the arms. And as we exhale, let's slowly come and sit on our heels, bringing our hands into prayer at the heart. Let's take another deep, expansive inhalation, lifting through the arms, connecting the palms, and exhale as you take a gentle back bend. Now release, slowly coming down and lowering yourself into child's pose, extending your arms forwards and releasing your forehead down onto the mat. On your next inhalation, moving the body like a wave, unraveling and coming forward and moving into upward facing dog, leaving your thighs on the mat, shoulders back and look forward. Slowly release your forehead to the mat, elbows in, and then roll back up again to upward facing dog and then push back to child's pose. Let's repeat the same movement again, creating as much flexibility as you can through the spine. Rolling the body out to upward facing dog, shoulders back, look forward, and then lowering the chest and forehead down. Roll yourself back up to upward facing dog, and then push yourself back to child's pose. And let's repeat one final time. Let's roll out to upward facing dog. Lower your forehead and chest down to the mat. Lifting back up to upward facing dog and pushing back to child's pose. Here in your child's pose, if it feels good for you, you can take a gentle rock from side to side, releasing your body weight into your hips. On your next inhalation, let's slowly roll the body back up, coming onto our hands and knees and moving into tabletop foundation. Let's begin to roll the body through a couple of cat-cows, inhaling as you drop the belly, look up, shoulders back, and exhaling as you lift your spine up and drop your head and neck. Keep repeating this series of movements and match your in and exhale to the movement of your body. Wherever you are, let's finish up here and return to a neutral spine. Inhale as you lift and extend your left leg back behind you, keeping your hips square. Engage your core and then extend your left leg out to the side, lowering that foot, and then begin to move your weight into those hips. If it feels good for you, you can rock slowly back and forth. Or if you prefer, just hold. On your next inhalation, return your left leg back, and we're going to move from here into low lunge. So step that left foot up between the hands and release your body weight into those hips, extending your arms up. Deep breath in on the extension and exhale as you slowly bring your hands into prayer down to the heart. Inhale as you open your arms out to the side, and exhale as you rotate your body towards the left side and twisting from the navel, keeping a straight spine. Inhale as you return back to center, extending through the arms, and exhale as you bring those hands down either side of that front foot and coming back into a child's pose. Move your awareness into your breathing here, taking deep, slow breaths, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. On the next inhalation, let's move ourselves back to a tabletop foundation and extend our right leg back behind us this time. We're going to take the same sequence but on the other side. When you're ready, extend that right leg out to the right side. And again, moving your weight into those hips, either taking that same rocking motion or just holding your weight back into those hips as much as you can, making sure to maintain a straight spine. One more deep breath in here, and as you exhale, let's bring that right foot up between the hands and move into low lunge again, extending up through the arms on an inhale, and take a nice slow exhale. On the next inhalation, let's bring those hands into prayer at the heart. Open out those arms. And let's take that same twist, twisting from the navel, but this time towards the right side. Again, maintaining a nice straight spine here. When you're ready, release, returning back to center. Bring your hands down either side of that front foot. Bring that right knee back beside the left, and then we're going to open those knees out and take a wide knee child's pose, lowering your chest down to the floor and releasing your body weight into those hips. On the next inhalation, let's roll ourselves back up to a tabletop foundation. As you inhale, lift your left arm up, stack the shoulders, and follow with your gaze. As you exhale, we're going to thread the needle, so bringing that left arm underneath the right shoulder, lowering your left shoulder to the floor, and extending out through the right arm. Left ear rested on the mat. Don't forget to maintain deep, slow breaths here. On your next inhalation, bring your right hand beneath your right shoulder blade, extend the right arm, releasing the left arm, and come back to tabletop foundation. Now we're going to move into puppy pose, extending both arms out in front of you and slowly lowering your chest to the ground. You can also tuck in your chin here, lowering just your forehead to the ground if this stretch is a bit too intense for you. Try to keep your focus on your breath work here, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. On your next inhalation, put all your weight into those hands and lift your chest up. We're going to come out of our puppy pose and move into Sphinx pose. Lower those elbows down, bring your body to the mat. Keep your elbows tucked into the body and look forward, shoulders back. Now let's bring those hands beneath the shoulder blades as we come out of our Sphinx pose, lifting the body up and pushing ourselves back and into a tabletop foundation. Let's come through into the other side now, lifting the right arm, stack the shoulders, and then bring that right arm under the left, coming in to thread the needle on the other side. Resting your right ear to the ground, close your eyes and just focus inward on your breath. On your next inhalation, draw that left hand beneath the left shoulder Extend that arm, releasing the right arm and coming back to tabletop foundation. We're going to move through a gentle chaturanga now, so step forward slightly with your hands, slowly lowering your chest, chin, and then moving yourself forward and into your upward facing dog. Inhale. Tuck your toes and exhale as you push back to downward facing dog. Lifting and lowering one heel and then the other, just warming up those knees and the back of the legs a little bit. Now let's bring both heels down, and as you inhale, lift your left leg up to three-legged dog, keeping your hips nice and balanced. As you exhale, we're going to stack those hips and release that left leg back behind us just for a breath. Straighten up now, and we're going to come forward with that left knee and move into pigeon pose. Inhale as you extend both arms, bringing those shoulders back, and exhale as you bring your forehead down towards the mat. Let's repeat that a couple more times. Final time, let's release into our pigeon pose, bringing our forehead down on top of our hands. Close your eyes here and allow yourself to drift on the gentle rhythm of your in and exhale. Now let's slowly begin to come back around and move ourselves out of pigeon pose. Let's bring those hands beneath the shoulder blades, extend your arms and bring those shoulders back. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, take your right foot or ankle with your right hand. Depending on how flexible you are, draw that foot towards you as much as you feel comfortable with today. I am also going to demonstrate a full mermaid pose, which you can follow me with if you feel comfortable with that today. Please do whatever is right for you. Wherever you are is exactly where you are meant to be. Just please focus on your breathing. Try to relax. Now let's release, coming out of wherever stretch you are. And bring your hands down, and let's move into high plank. Let's take that same gentle chaturanga, knees down, chest and chin down, and inhale yourself to an upward facing dog. Exhale as you push yourself slowly back into your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg back to three-legged dog, and exhale as you stack your hips, making sure that your shoulders remain squared and you're not extending open through the upper body, only the legs. Now please straighten out back to three-legged dog and bring that right knee up between the hands and move into pigeon pose on the other side. Inhale on your arm extension and exhale as you roll the body down, taking the same wave-like motion, moving up and down here a couple of times. Final time, now let's release and relax into our pigeon pose, bringing our forehead down onto our hands. Closing our eyes, lengthening the breath, filling and emptying our lungs with every in and exhale. On your next inhalation, let's bring those hands beneath the shoulder blades, slowly releasing and coming up on the arm extension. When you're ready, take that left ankle or foot with your left hand, and again, whichever stretch you did on the right side, please repeat that now on this side. I will be offering the same demonstration. When you're ready, let's slowly release, bringing both hands down either side and extending both your legs out just as they are from the hip. Opening the legs as wide as you feel comfortable with today. Bring your hands down in front of you and begin to rock back and forwards into your hips, just slowly loosening and opening. Now dropping your left elbow and hand down to the ground, extend your right arm up towards the sky and follow with your gaze, stacking the shoulders. Take a deep and expansive inhalation here. And exhale, bringing now your right elbow down and extend your left arm up towards the sky, following with your gaze, stacking those shoulders, and again breathing nice and deep. Now let's release and relax, moving into a gentle forward fold. You can keep your arms on an extension. It all depends on how flexible you are in this. You can also bring that torso down and take a full forward fold. Inhale as you gently bring those shoulders back. Coming back into a seated position. Lifting both arms up above the head and then draw those elbows down on the exhale to cactus arms. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring your arms together and take an eagle wrap with your left arm under the right. Engage your core and rotate the body, moving from the navel from left to right. Keeping your spine nice and straight here. One more rotation from each side and then please back to center. Release and open through those arms. And let's bring the soles of our feet together. Again, taking a nice deep breath in as you open up through the arms. We're going to take a cactus arms on the exhale, drawing those elbows down. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring those arms back together, eagle arms, right under left. Engage your core and moving from the navel again as we rotate from left to right, spine nice and straight. Now let's come back to center and just hold, taking a couple of nice deep breaths here. Open and expand through the arms and release. Bring your hands to your feet and begin to lift and lower your knees up and down. Now let's move through some seated cat-cows. Inhale as you draw your chest forward, lifting your chin. And exhale as you draw your spine back and drop your head and neck. Keep these going, moving to the rhythm of your own in and exhale. Final time, and then let's return back to a neutral position, and we're going to lift the right leg on top of the left. Try to stack your knees as best as you can and bring your hands down onto the soles of your feet. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release your torso down onto your stacked legs. Release your head and neck last, close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhalation. Releasing any tension you may still be holding anywhere in the body. On your next inhalation, slowly lift your head and draw your shoulders back. Extend your left leg out from under your bent right leg, so it's straight out in front of you with your toes pointed up. Your right knee is lifted and the right sole of your foot is down. With your left arm, you are connected to your right knee, and with your right hand, it is behind you and you're looking over your right shoulder. When you have found your positioning in this gentle twist, hold and focus on your breathing. It's also really important to hold a nice straight spine. One more deep breath in together, and as you exhale, let's release and relax, returning back to center. Drop your hands down either side and extend both legs, and we're going to move into boat pose. So either lift both legs at a bent angle and hold with your arms extended forward, or you can join me here and extend both legs, keeping your core engaged and your shoulders back and relaxed. Now let's move into the other side. So bring your left leg on top of your right, stacking those knees, hands down onto the soles of your feet, and begin on a deep inhalation. As you exhale, relax, release, and lower your torso down onto your legs, and finally release your neck as well, allowing the weight of the head to be incorporated into the stretch. Focus inward here on your breathing, again filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. On your next inhalation, bring those shoulders back and return to a seated position. Extending that right leg from under the left and keeping that left leg bent, but bring the sole of the foot down, and with your right arm connect to your right knee, and let's take that twist, looking over that left shoulder to finish, making sure your spine is nice and straight, and again just focusing on your breath. One more deep breath in here, and as you exhale, release and relax, returning back to center and facing the front. We're going to slowly bring ourselves down to our mats, core engaged, and vertebra by vertebra, let's move ourselves with control. When you are ready, take your knees, draw them into the chest, and just rock from side to side if that feels good for you. Make sure that your lower back is compressed down towards the mat. On your next inhale, take your big toes in your hands or the outside of your feet and move into happy baby. Again, if it feels good for you, you can gently rock from side to side in your happy baby. One more deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, let's release and relax, moving into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Legs together, arms down by your side with your palms facing up and your chin just slightly tucked in towards the chest. Release any tension that you may be holding anywhere in your body or even the mind, using the breath, taking deep, slow breaths. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was such a huge honor to meet you on the mat. I hope that this sets you up for a perfect rest of your day, and check back in with me next week for another class. All the very best to you. Namaste.